Hey YouTube, so I'm coming at you with the review for Empire Season 3, Episode 5. Now, it was preempted for the World Series that's going on right now, and I don't know how, but the universe made it so that that shit was on Facebook, my nigga. Now, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I did. Now, yes, I looked on my best friend actually texted me that her cousin had put it on her page, shared it. I shared that shit just for my peoples. Now, where you can find it, you're gonna have to do your digging, okay? Do your digging, find the episode so you don't have to wait for next week, but I'm gonna give you the review for it anyway, okay? Now, the episode starts off with Jamal. He back with his undercover boo, his little sexy thug nigga that's dicking him down on the low, and they working out a beat together. And Jamal is like, no, we need to work together, and that's it, cause undercover Holmes trying to like push up on him, and Jamal like, nah, my nigga, you good. And for some reason, I felt like, now, I feel like Jamal was the top with his other boo, his little Puerto Rican boo. But is Jamal the top with his undercover boo too? Or are you a verse? Verse top. I don't know if I'm using that term correctly, but I don't know. I'm not sure who's on the bottom with that relationship. So, Exhibit like, let's go kill some lions. Exhibit and his niggas is getting strapped the fuck up. They ready to fuck something up. Cookie is chilling with Tay Diggs, aka Angelo. They walking out of this coffee shop. Angelo's talking about he like his coffee dark and strong. Like, yeah, right, Tay. We know you acting like a motherfucker because you like your coffee with extra milk. You like milk with a little coffee in it. That's what you like. Now, I don't even think you like a little coffee in it. You like milk with a little splash of coffee. Like, that's it. Milk, that's that much coffee. That's the type of dude that Tay Diggs is. Now, Angelo, he like his coffee dark and strong with a side of hood rat. So, Lucky and then he got Lucky, just because I don't feel like writing Lucious, I just keep writing Lucky on my paper. So I'm going to be calling Lucious Lucky a few times in this review. All right. So Lucky and Anika getting driven to the doctor. I guess they was going to the doctor for her little checkup or whatever. So they going to the doctor. They got a bunch of bodyguards. He's like, bitch, you better be happy we got all these bodyguards or we could step out the car and see if you bulletproof. So Hakeem is lusting for Nessa. He talking with his homegirl DJ, Raven Simone ex-boo. And he talking about he gonna use his daughter to like, chicks love babies or some shit like that. Like, you ain't even hardly held the little girl and you trying to use her to pull in Nessa? You disgusting motherfucker. All right. Exhibit got the niggas strapped. Like, they loading guns. They doing a lot. And it's a very lackluster situation because it's like we geared up for like a whole showdown. Niggas was putting up all the guns they had. Like, everybody had a gun. The AK, the motherfucking Desert Eagle, whatever else guns there are. I don't know all the names of them, okay? But nobody even gets shot. A gun goes off, but it's a wayward bullet that doesn't hit anybody, okay? Yeah, so then we get Cookie ends up getting detained by Lucky's boys. They just basically grab her up out the park while she walking with Angelo. And Angelo kind of just standing there like, he just let it happen. Exhibit pops up in Dre's house. And he ends up pulling a gun out. And he shoots and the gun misfires. So he got another strap. Or he got another gun. And he just pulls it out. And he shoots. But Nessa comes in and knocks the gun out. Knocks the gun away. And it hits one of the light fixtures. And she's like begging him, no, like don't do this. And she like telling Dre, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Them bruises from the other day, that was from this. Dudes end up dragging Nessa out. Exhibit promises to be back. Everybody is together. Lucky, Cookie, Hakeem, Jamal, Andre. They talking about everything. Cookie is saying like they only dealing with Exhibit to keep Tariq off of their trail. And Hakeem's dumbass still wanna work with Exhibit. He's like, yo, like we was really vibing in the studio, like nigga. We just said we beat his ass. Like, shut the fuck up with that you still want to work with him. We got a lot of shit to go over. Like, calm the fuck down. Anyway, so he's saying he still want to work with them. Jamal rolls up on Hakeem with a new track. They being extra, putting up these sunglasses together like, yo, driver, let's go. Pause the track. I don't know. Whatever. So, Jamal wants them to do the event together, the Empire Extreme event, and he want to do it in his living room. And when I first heard that, I was like, this shit ain't gonna be good. Now, granted, he has a big ass apartment. He's got plenty of space, but I was just feeling like Hakeem does not want to do it as a fucking intimate setting. Hakeem is not intimate. Hakeem does not give a fuck if you know him deeply. Hakeem wants to tell you what the fuck he feels because he's a narcissist. So when he said that, I was like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen to derail that. It ain't gonna flow right, you know? So they announced the event that it's going to be a surprise, whatever. Romeo shows up. Romeo is just dripping in. He ain't even really like playing a big part in this. And he just being real corny. I'm not even feeling Romeo's character. And I like Lil Romeo. I liked him in... What the fuck? Jumping the Broom. He was good in there, you know, for what it was. They like, how did he even get in? And they like Lucious. Lucious has something to do with it. Becky is going against the AR head, the, you know, Jewish guy that's into black life. And Cookie sides with him regarding the choice of song for Tiana. Nessa is like mad at Dre, like, how I'ma deal with you when you beat up my best friend? So, okay, is Exhibit her best friend? Exhibit, is that her friend or her brother? Is that her play brother? Because I know Dre talked about that her brother died, but is Exhibit also her brother? So Dre smooths that out just because he fine as hell. He just gotta slide up in on her, and she kind of like, you know, she melts like butter. You know, she melts like butter. Jamal's with Lucky, and it's like Jamal even asked him, like, how the fuck did you get so corrupt? Because Lucky is like, if you just hurry up and realize that you're just like me, that you're 50% likely to be just like me, like, nigga, that's not how genetics fucking works. You're not most likely to be exactly like one of your parents. I mean, I know it's common. I know it's common to have traits, but it's not like you're definitely gonna be like either one. Like, that's not how it is. Sometimes your kids are completely different, but Lucious was with that shit. I mean, it's like a lot of kids who are just like their parents, like who seem just like them, but it's like, that's not necessarily how Jamal's gonna be. Like, nigga, you were created because your mom fucking was psycho, was loading guns in front of you, attempted to kill herself. You were sleeping in front of a lion. That's what made you. That's not what made Jamal. Cut that shit the fuck out, okay? Cookie shows up with coffee to the PO office, but everybody acting funny, like niggas is not showing her love like she used to. And she talking to her PO like, what the fuck is up? Like, last week you were showing me pictures of the kids, and now you acting mad salty. Like, what the fuck happened? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? You remember that from Mad TV? No, but what did I do? What did I do? So, she ends up having to go pee in the cup because she looking around like, what the fuck is up? Anyways, Becky tells Tiana to record the song that Tiana actually likes, and that shit was banging. I like that better than the other song, but it's gonna come back to bite her in the ass. Tiana was happy as hell. Lucky is with the baby. He always with the baby. I feel like he's whispering, you know how like people hear affirmations, like you are great, you are powerful. He's whispering shit in the baby like, you's a lion. You gonna take over the world. You gonna be a bad bitch one day. A bad bitch. Just like your grandma. Your mama. Ew, like, your grandma, they got a dysfunctional ass little thing going on. Hakeem is the father, but Lucky's sitting up here acting like the daddy to the baby. I won't be surprised if this series continues. If when she starts talking, she gonna call Lucky daddy first, and that's gonna be a problem. But I see it in the future. Okay. Lucious is telling, Hakeem finally holds her, and she's like, why she always sleeping? Like, you sound like a dumbass young nigga. You ain't never been around kids like that. He wants Hakeem to crush Graham. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of name is Graham for a rapper? Like, what the fuck is his stage name? It can't be fucking Graham. Isn't Drake's name Aubrey Graham? Is that what y'all trying to do? Put a little connection to Drake in there? Come on now. Y'all better than that. Hakeem is going in on the rehearsal. I was down for it. I wasn't really here for his little marching type thing he was doing. He was doing a little bit too hard for me, but he was giving it a lot of energy. I was feeling it. Jamal is basically telling him to calm down. Jamal is like, you see the tape? You got to stay inside the tape. If you go up like that, you're going to be in the balcony, because he ends up walking up the stairs because he really into the performance. But it's like, Jamal, you're trying to suppress someone that's like a fucking firecracker. Like, stop it. You need to cater to that shit. You cannot keep trying to suppress this narcissist that is your brother. You know him. Stop it. Exhibit shows up. They there for the sit down. They getting patted down or whatever. He mentions some shit about Camden. And he telling him, like, the fuck you mean? Like, first of all, you even mentioning Camden, which I don't know what the fuck you talking about. This is Lucky saying. He was like, you coming at me real fucked up, my nigga. You know, he ain't say it like that. This is Fox, people, okay? Long story short, Anika comes through and saves the day. She basically rolls up like she don't really know the deal, and she tells him like, oh yeah, you remember Lucious was telling me earlier about, you know, how you were such a great asset and Nessa and all that. So Exhibit is, you know, he falls in line. Okay, it's late, y'all. It's late, and I'm motherfucking tired. But I just felt like getting this video out, so I have to do it in the car, because then I would, you know, be rushing, whatever. Exhibit wants Frida too, and Nessa is down for that. So now Lucious is gonna be trying to get Frida back in his good graces, whatever. And it's like, fuck, come on, man, you killed her dad, and she knows. Doesn't, like, how is that gonna work? Cookie is questioning Tay Diggs, Angelo, because she think that he has something to do with the PO acting all different, acting real funny style. But to me, I thought that shit was real out of the blue, because I didn't think that he had anything to do with it. That didn't even cross my mind. And I'm mad that she even thought that he did have something to do with that. Or why didn't she just ask him? I would assume that Tariq has something to do with it. So that shit just felt stupid to me. And then later he gonna say like, yeah, the fighting, like I saw I'll get into that later. Hopefully I remember to bring it up, but I don't feel like bringing it up right now. Becky is trying to convince the AR guy to get behind the song. We gonna cut to Jamal and Hakeem and Cookie. Hakeem is in Cookie's house, whatever, and it's a pigsty. They start arguing, whatever, back and forth, and Cookie gonna say some shit like, I thought I had boys. Y'all acting like little girls. Y'all sound like two sissies. I said, are y'all for real? You got this gay man fucking writing this show. Your gay son standing to the motherfucking left of you. And you talking about y'all sound like two sissies? I was surprised she didn't just look to Jamal and say, I'm sorry, honey. Like, I ain't mean it like that. But she just said that shit and kept it moving. But I was feeling some type of way, like, and sidetrack. I'm going to go side real quick. I hate when people say shit. I hate when people say shit like that. Like when a little boy cries or when a little boy acts a certain way and you say, oh, you acting like a girl. You acting like a girl. Or you acting like a faggot. Or you acting like you a sissy. I hate when people say shit like that. Because it's like, first of all, they're acting like a child. Children do that. That's common. And are we supposed to say that our girls cry babies? You trying to say that girls, is that acceptable for girls to act like that? No. I just don't, I hate when people say shit like that. And I hate when people say it to their own kids. So when Cookie said it to them, it irked me. And the fact that you have a gay son next to you, you said sissies and y'all didn't take a second to acknowledge the fact that she said that to her gay son. Whatever, that's neither here nor there. I mean, it's here and it's there. But we moving on. Basically Cookie is like, y'all need to get this together, and she gives Hakeem a kiss and then she smacks the shit out of him, and I knew she was about to do that shit. And then she like, clean this house up, it smell like ass in here, it smell like ass and titties and budussy. They have the live performance and Jamal is all comfortable now. It's like, it's a bunch of people in his fucking house. Now listen, I'm a little, not that I'm like, I don't like a lot of people in my house. If I have like 5 people in my house, I'm sitting up here like, okay, y'all need something to drink, y'all good, y'all comfortable, like, you know, I'm on, and it's kind of like a nervous anxiety type thing. But Jamal, nigga, you was spazzing out last week, and now you got fucking 45, 50 people in your damn apartment around, and you all comfortable singing and harmonizing and shit. You got a light in your face, but you cool. Why you so comfortable now? They ain't even show him popping no pills this episode, but whatever. Lucky ends up telling Hakeem about Nessa. Lucky tells Hakeem about Nessa because Hakeem doesn't want to go at Graham. He's like, I'm not about to sit up here and argue over X. He was like, I'm trying to get with my new bitch. And Lucky like, oh, you ain't know your brother already dicked her down? Oh, nah, Dre been fucking her. So when it's his turn to go, he fucking changes up the song, throwing in Dre's name, Nessa name, calling out Jamal, talking about he knew about it. He's like, he throwing it in. Now, my only complaint is it seems as though he freestyled that verse, the big part of it, because he added a lot of words that were not in the original version. So, why when you had that freestyle before, why that shit was so whack? That shit was whack. I don't feel like Hakeem won that freestyle, but this felt like he did like more of a freestyle. I felt like he could body Graham in a freestyle. You ain't gonna body Frida, but you gonna body Graham in a motherfucking freestyle. They arguing on camera. Lucky is telling them, point the cameras. Cameras is turning away. Lucky like, nah, put the cameras back. I need y'all to see this. Cookie trying to unplug shit. It's just a big crazy fuckery. It's just a bunch of fuck shit going on. And then Hakeem gonna say, oh, with your Frank Ocean ass or something. I'm just like, wow. Tiana gets told about the fact that she's gonna have to push her album back because she needs to record another song. And it's like, why do they have to push the album back? What the fuck is she doing? Go fucking record that shit right now. I didn't see why they had to push the whole album back, or Cookie was doing that shit to purposely fuck with Becky because she didn't do what she said. But it's like, stop trying to play Becky like that. I'm really not happy how they playing Becky. Like, y'all ain't give it a job. Y'all, first of all, y'all haven't been having her boo in there. I want to see Becky throwing a scene with her and her boo. Like, can we represent the BBWs out in the world? Fuck. Don't be leaving us hanging. Fuck out of here. The PO ends up coming to apologize. Oh, Tiana want Becky off her team. And I was like, you unloyal ass, skinny ass bitch. I wanted to smack Tiana's stupid ass, and she got up and walked away. Now, me, I'd have been on some vindictive shit. I'd have fucked up some part of her life. I'd have did something. I know Becky got an inside on her. I'd have released some fucking nudes. I'd have released a fucking sex tape on her ass. I'd have done something to Tiana for trying to for trading up on, being a traitor and for getting up and walking out. I'd have had to fuck up her life for a hot second, anonymously. But I'd have had to fuck up her life for a hot second. Okay, so the PO come to apologize, and Angela with him, because they like, listen, somebody had gave us some information that apparently had nothing to do with you, and we apologize. And PO lady, she's like, oh, I apologize, Miss Lion. And she was calling her Holloway or something like that. But it's like, is that her real last name? If it ain't Lion, then, or why are you calling her by a whole different name? Is that her real last name? I guess so, but Angelo hooked it up. He came through for the cooks. Tariq is talking to Exhibit. Tariq is talking about they got a body in a slab of concrete in Camden. I guess clearly that was the Camden that Exhibit had mentioned. And I was going to say something about that earlier, but listen, I done forgot already. So yeah, there's a body in Camden. That's what Exhibit had mentioned at the house. And Lucky was like, why the fuck is you even mentioning that? And I don't know what she was talking about. Exhibit snitching to the Jakes about Frank Gather's murder. I wrote snitching to the Jakes, but I was like, Jakes? He wasn't fishing to no Jake. Tariq. That's what I called Tariq. The Jakes. He's snitching about Frank Gather's murder because they standing right. They looking at Frida, and he's like, oh, so you saying Lucious has something to do with his murder? He's like, I ain't saying nothing. He's like, I'm walking my dogs. Anika wants to work for Shine, apparently, and you just had a baby, bitch. This nigga was about to kill Lucious. You want to work with him? You're a dumb bitch. I don't give a fuck how bad I want to get back in the game. You ain't about to catch me trying to work for a fucking psychotic ass nigga. She saw his actions at the damn wedding, and you want to work with him? Fucking that nigga, get your fucking mind right, bitch. Come on. Come the fuck on. I don't even see why she would want to work with him. All right. Hakeem basically telling Lucky he was right, like a stupid ass. Hakeem is such a fucking sheep. He's such a fucking following ass little punk bitch ass nigga. Cause he always just do the wrong thing. And fucking Lucious and his fucking wave cap. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Take that shit off, cut your hair, and just give me what I've been wanting for these last few episodes. Lucky wants him to become the destroyer of all souls. And he wants Hakeem to be part of the dark side again. And I think Hakeem is down for it. So, that's it, y'all. That's it. That's it for the episode. Now, is it going to be on next week? I don't even know. But I would say y'all go find the episode. See if you can find that. And, do your thing. Do your thing. All right. I'll see y'all soon for another recap of some shit. All right. Peace out.